Hello and welcome to We Poets. My name is Sally Baker and I'm the host of We Poets. We Poets is a poetry show for boys and girls between the ages of 6 and 13. So if you would like to be on the program, please have your parents or your school teacher call me. I'm always looking for new young people to come and be on the show. Tonight we have a very special guest, two guests, a husband and a wife. This is the first time in 34 years that I've done We Poets that I've interviewed a husband and wife at the same time. So I know you're going to enjoy them. And their names are, on my far left, this is PAULA Welsh. And on my near left, her husband, Maurice Welsh. And they are certified business consultants of a nonprofit organization called the Oakland Empowerment Mentoring Program for Girls in Oakland. And they're going to tell us all about this wonderful, wonderful agency. So here we go with Mr. and Mrs. Welsh. Hello, guys.
Hello. Hi, Sally. Good
How
to
are
see
you
you
today?
again. Thank you for having us on your show.
Yes. First of all, why don't you tell our audience about this wonderful show and how you started it and why you decided to name it the name that you named it.
Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to refer that question to Maurice. How did this come about?
It came about basically from my watching the Today Show, one segment one morning in bed. And at the end of it, the lady from Camden, New Jersey, set up a beauty pageant. And I turned to Paula and said, that's something you should do.
And I said, I would never do a beauty pageant. I said if I was going to do one, it would be a brainy pageant for girls, not a beauty pageant. And he said, that's it. That's what you're supposed to do. And I said, why me? And he said,
why
because
not?
you know how.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So what we do, our business, we're in public relations. Mm-hmm. We do event planning, all types of events, and fundraising. We do a lot of benefits. Currently, we're doing a benefit for the Sinclair-Miller Medical Association, a gala for the doctors in the Bay Area. It's a scholarship gala, and they give scholarships to students that want to go to med school.
Oh, good.
We're currently, another very interesting project is the Lupus Community Awareness Project. And this is to make the community aware of what lupus is, which is a disease we knew nothing about. Mm-hmm. So we had to do the research. Lupus is, it's a very devastating disease. There is no cure, mm-hmm. Sally. Mm-hmm. There's no cure. Mm-hmm. So we're doing an event at Yoshi's Jack London Square.
Good.
And we've produced a video with some of the top doctors in the Bay Area that deal with patients that have lupus. Mm-hmm. And we're bringing in the dynamic Miss Faye Carroll. Oh. And we've got two other entertainers that's going to be on the bill with her. Mm-hmm. And it's a luncheon. Of course, it's a Japanese buffet. Mm-hmm. And it's Saturday, April the 21st. Yoshi's Jack London Square, and come as our guest.
Oh, we will. We will. It sounds wonderful.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. And what role are you going to play, sir, in this wonderful event?
The role that I play in this event is pretty similar to almost every event. Mm-hmm. And that's one of transportation.
Transportation. We have to have transportation.
Yes.
And you're the man, huh?
Yes. I do all the driving in the Bay Area, and picking up and doing various Sunday duties for Paula.
We have a very rigorous schedule that changes by the hour.
Yeah.
When you're doing project works, you have clients calling you, I need this, change this, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. give me copies of this, produce this. So it takes two of us to do what we do.
Yes.
So he always says he's the driver. Uh-huh. Well, he's only driving because I'm on the phone texting, mm-hmm. writing, changing. That's why, because I can't drive and do all the things at the mm-hmm. same times. But I provide lunch.
Oh, good. Now, do you have a van?
We have a minivan.
We have an
good.
SUV.
Yeah.
So you can pick up how many young girls at a time?
About 4 or 5.
I see.
But most of the time, we're picking up cases of
Yeah.
wine,
For the
tables,
adults.
chairs, when we're setting up events
Yes.
and linens and, when you're doing galas and weddings, and you're always picking up.
Up
So
things.
we had to
Yeah.
have an SUV.
Now, about how many girls have you served during the period you've had this agency?
Sally, we've been doing this 5 years.
5 years.
Our first year, we had about 50 girls, and never again. So now we have, we've toned that down to about 25 girls.
Oh, okay.
So our program is a 3-month, very rigorous program for girls 15 to 18 years old.
Good. Now, what do her parents have to do to apply for their daughter?
The parents don't have to do a thing but sign a waiver.
Oh.
So it's all a part of the Empowering Girls. They go onto the website, they register, we interview them. So we go to schools and we talk to groups of girls in high school. What do you want to do? And what's your plan? So we help them to accomplish their plan. So the program, again, is 3 months, April, May, June. During this time, we get them ready. And the main event is July 21st at Laney College Theater.
And what takes place?
I'm so glad you asked. During the 3 months that they go to the workshops, they learn life skills and they learn college prep workshops. So the girls learn everything from A to Z. We bring in professionals to teach the workshops. We have Dale Marie Golden from Bridge Bank. She's one of our sponsors. She teaches the girls about money, how money works in the bank. We have the same self-defense instructor that teaches Oakland police. He teaches girls self-defense. We tell young ladies, at some point in your life, you may need to defend yourself.
Yes.
So he teaches them how to stop any unwanted attention. And they love that class.
I'm sure.
They love the math class. Professor Holland comes in and he teaches math and he makes it a game. They think it's fun. We have Tech Day where they have to learn coding.
Oh.
We put a lot of emphasis on technology in our program. Empowerment, technology, go to college. They also learn etiquette.
Yes, that's very important today. So many young people today don't have manners.
They can't set a table.
Right.
So the girls said, Miss Paula, we know how to eat. And I was like, no, you don't. So I bring in Miss Sylvia. She teaches etiquette, how to place your napkin, how to do this, how to do that. And they have so much fun doing that. And they go, can she come back again?
Oh,
it's
how
like,
nice.
yeah, she can come back again.
Yes.
They learn Pilates and meditation. That's very important. So they learn how to quiet their mind so that they can learn to think.
Good.
Let's see, what else? Cooking. Our daughter is celebrity chef Nikki Shaw. Nikki comes in and she teaches them how to cook and how to teach their parents what fast food really is, which is stopping at the Safeway, getting a rotisserie chicken, a bag of spinach, and some wheat rolls, and a bottle of water.
That is dinner.
That's fast food.
Oh, that's fast food for some families.
That's
Yes.
fast food. Your
Yes.
chicken already cooked. You make that salad. You got your wheat rolls and you got water. Complete healthy meal. So they love that. They love Nikki.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
So she teaches a cooking class and they cook and they serve each other and they just love that. She also teaches walking in high heels.
Oh, I can see her now.
Oh, you have to see some of our girls with their first high heels. So she teaches that class. What am I missing, Maurice? There's so many workshops. So we cram as many workshops as we can into those 3 months to prepare these girls. We also get them ready to stand in front of an audience. So we have a professional to come in and teach them poise and public speaking.
Yes.
So that they're not nervous. So we do all this to get them ready for the big finale, which is the showcase, Saturday, April 21st, Laney College Theater.
Oh, good.
Now, this is where I sit back and I watch the whole show.
And you sit back too, sir, and watch
Yep.
the whole show?
Absolutely.
Oh, great.
Absolutely. So we sit with the parents and the families, and we're amazed every year. In our workshops, our girls have to also learn a second language.
Good, good.
So we let them choose,
What language they wanna
French or Spanish, or some of the girls in the past have done sign language.
Good.
But they have to have the feeling of speaking a second language. So we push technology, second language, and a 2-year college. Now ask me why.
Why? All right, sir, you're on. All right.
You tell Sally why.
No, you tell them.
You want me to tell?
Yes.
Okay. We believe that once you graduate from high school, you need some time to adjust. And while you are adjusting, you can go to a 2-year community college
Yes.
where you're going to get the same classes, the same education that you're going to get at a 4-year university
That's right.
at a fraction of the
The
cost.
cost. Yes.
So at the end of that 2 years, they have an option. You can start a business, you can start a career, or you transfer those 2 years to a 4-year university.
Yes.
And why do I believe that works? That's how
Happened to
I
you.
started.
Yeah. And you too, sir? Did that happen to you too?
And no,
No.
he
No.
cheated.
Oh, let's hear from him now.
Yeah.
Give you a break.
Well, my background was a little different because I started out working for the NSA and for CIA, and I worked my way up to a point of being in a management position. And there I experienced going overseas. We went over twice.
Oh, what countries did you go to?
We went to Ireland,
Oh.
England, and France.
Paris,
Yeah.
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 I
France.
can't remember where all we've been.
And what did you do while you were in those countries?
Well, mostly it was just exposing myself and what we were doing, not unlike what I'm doing here. We got a chance to meet people from other walks of life, and we found out that we were able to relate. So that was a very good experience for me. And then I came out to the White House Fellows Program, which was, I was the first person from NSA to go out, and I had to interview with companies.
Oh.
And I settled on Bechtel in San Francisco. So I came out to Bechtel. That's where I started that stage of my life. So it's been very interesting, been very fulfilling, and so now it's time for me to give something back. And it's really interesting to see these young ladies performing when they start out and what they wind up doing and knowing. It's just, that is tremendously rewarding.
So
Now, our interns now are from El Cerrito High School, and we have all females this year. Some years we have just all guys. Some years it'll be a mixture. But this year we have all females, and they're doing a wonderful job. Wonderful. Yes.
Yay, women.
Yay,
It's
women.
the era of the woman.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So Maurice was a graduate from Maryland University and the Wharton School of Business.
Oh, good.
So he started the other route, the 4-year college. I took the 2-year community college and then grew into what I'm doing.
Tell us about your background in television.
Oh my gosh. I started out in radio. The original WHUR radio at Howard University.
At Howard, oh.
So I went from there to WTTG TV, and this is in Washington, D.C., of course, and then from there to NBC. And unfortunately, I had a severe car accident that changed my career.
Oh.
And so once again, Maurice decided that I needed to own my own business.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that I needed to own my own business and not worry about a job because I'd already done that.
Already done that.
Yeah,
yes,
already done
yes.
that. So that's how all this developed with our way of giving back by training and educating girls in the community.
Do you ever think you'll have a program for young boys?
Never.
Never. Not boys, huh?
Never.
You want to stick to young girls?
Women. Women
yes.
get things done.
Done.
Now, I do have a friend, Armand, and Armand is a personality on KBLX Radio FM. Armand has a boys program, and it's called All Tied Up.
All tied up. Oh,
where
good.
he gets donations for neckties.
Oh.
And then his thing is you have to lift up your head to tie
A
your
necktie.
tie. So he
Wonderful.
teaches the mothers and the boys how to lift up their head, and he empowers them.
Oh.
Similar to our program, but our program is much tougher. Much tougher.
Now, does he provide the neckties for the young men?
Well, you know what? He does benefits, and then when he's an MC or a guest, he asks the men to bring their gently used neckties, and then he takes the donations and he does his workshops with his boys, and he teaches them how to raise their head up high.
Great.
Isn't that great?
I'll have to have him come and be on We Poets.
Done.
Done.
It's done.
And you say he's in San Francisco?
He's in San Francisco.
Good.
With KBLX Radio, but he does MCing. And he's done a lot of my events
Good.
where he is my MC, and he's going to also be MCing the event for the Sinclair Miller Medical Association again.
Again. And is he a young man or a middle-aged man or senior?
He's a young
young
man.
man, I'd say.
I think we're the only senior. But he's a young man, and he's a father. He has a couple of young kids.
Good.
So he and I both have the same give back spirit. And it takes a spirit to do this,
Yes.
because there is nobody paying you to do this work.
That's right. And with the economy today, everything, these nonprofit programs are being slashed, you know.
Yes, they are.
Yes, so we have to work hard. We have to really shake those trees to get that money to fall off.
Those trees are bare. I don't know if you know that or not, Sally, but
they're
those
bare.
trees are bare.
Are bare.
Yeah. So we have to raise the money. So I go to corporations, I go to small business owners, and I tell them, look, here's my sponsor request, here's my sponsor level. You can come in anywhere from $500 to $15,000. What do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
But you want to hear the good part? Should
What's
I
the
tell
good
her the good part?
Tell me the
yeah.
good part.
Here it comes. Each girl in our program is partnered with a businesswoman to be her mentor.
Good.
Her mentor big sister. So the purpose of the program is to prevent girls from becoming victims of violence, to become educated, and strong community leaders. That's the purpose of
That's
this
the
program.
purpose. Isn't this great?
You know, when we learned, Sally, that Oakland was number 2 for trafficking. Now, that did something for us. And then when one of the police officers came to us and said, yeah, we want you to do something for girls. They're in danger. And I said, okay, let me think about it.
And you thought about
I
it.
thought about it, and I
what did you
kept
come up
asking, who's going to pay me?
Pay you, yes, yes.
And Maurice said, don't worry about
The
it.
money will come.
Soon come, soon come.
Yes.
So that's how all this started. We've been doing this for 5 years now.
Oh, this is just great. Just great.
I've never worked this hard in my
your
life.
life.
But what we found that the girls love the tough training. And every year when we're sitting there in the audience and the mothers come over to us and they say, when did she learn that? When did she learn to speak French? When did she learn how to dance?
And now we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about this lovely poster that my two guests have brought. So we'll be back in just a moment. Don't turn off those TVs. And now, Paula, do you want to tell us about this wonderful poster that you and your husband brought?
Would love to. At the top it says, all girls win. They do. We have it set up so that at the end of the program, every girl gets a computer. Now, when the girls are competing at the showcase, at the finale, they have to compete for the Future Community Leader Award, and they have to compete for the High Achiever Award, and 4 runners-up. Now, what do they get? Money lays. We don't do flowers. We don't do dresses. We don't do any of that. Our girls wear sneakers, jeans, and t-shirts. We provide the t-shirts, though, so they match.
Oh, good.
But we don't waste money on unnecessary things. This is not a cotillion.
Yes.
This is an empowerment program. So what we do, the mentors that we partner the girls with, they put up the fee, which is $350 to sponsor a girl into the program.
Good.
Isn't that great? So there's a $15 registration fee, but that's it. Mm-hmm. So the girls and the parents, it's $15. You know, today, a lot of our girls are single parent homes.
Yes.
And it's already a struggle. It's already a struggle. You're raising kids and, you know,
Trying to work
I've been there, done that, you know,
Yes.
raising kids. So we didn't want our program to be a burden. So everybody gets gifts. They get gift bags. They all get a strand of pearls. Absolutely.
And you have on your strand of pearls tonight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it just reminds you, and I tell them it's a scripture in the Bible that says, do not cast your pearls to the swine.
Yes.
Now let me just tell you my interpretation. Do not cast your pearls to any boy with his hat on backwards, gold teeth, gold chains, and his pants around his kneecaps.
Good advice.
Don't go there. Don't be distracted from going to college. Don't be distracted. So that's why we have the girls compete for the awards. Now, because of our granddaughter, she thought that we needed to have a crown and a sash that says high achiever and community leader. So it's like, okay, I can do that. So the winners, they get the crown and they get the sash, but everybody gets computers. Southwest Airlines is a sponsor. Southwest Airlines, we love them. The girls who wins takes her parents on vacation.
Great.
Isn't that great?
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah, so it's
Anywhere
developing.
in the U.S.
Anywhere in the U.S.
Anywhere.
Anywhere they fly.
Anywhere they fly. Oh,
Anywhere they fly out of the U.S. now. We love Southwest Airlines.
Good for you.
So on the poster here, it has pictures of some of the girls that have been in the program. Last year we included basketball. So we had a 2-day hip hop basketball tournament at Merritt College with girls from San Jose, Sacramento, San Francisco, and Oakland. Now, after that, we decided to eliminate the basketball.
That was just too much work, huh?
That was just a little bit too
Yes,
much.
yes.
You know, so that was a lot to keep up with the coaches and the girls, the teams, the hip hop music, the hot dogs, the water bottles,
Plus all your other work.
plus all the other work. So we just decided to eliminate that. So the girls that you see here are girls that participated in the tournament, including our granddaughter, Bianca Shaw. And Bianca is now about to graduate from Bishop O'Dowd.
How nice.
And she has progressed from being a basketball player to the assistant coach.
And tell us how tall she is. She doesn't look that tall in the picture.
Well, she's about 5'6", 5'7", but the other girls in the picture are 6 feet tall.
6 feet tall.
6 feet tall.
Powerful women.
Era of the women.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know, we are in control.
Oh,
That's why I love this program, because we get in there and we pull out their spirit, and we pull out their greatness, and we pull out their confidence. You know, so one of the girls, I think it was our granddaughter, that said, you know, your program builds, what is that she said, Maurice? Builds confidence, builds confidence and defines your character.
wow.
That's
Isn't
what we
that
said.
something?
Ooh, that's pretty heavy for a young girl to say
Yes,
something
yes,
like that.
yes,
I'm
yes.
going to use that.
Yeah.
So I decided to keep that and use it in our
Yes.
curriculum.
Now we have 1 minute left.
Okay.
Before we end, is there anything else you'd like to put out before we end the program?
Why don't we put out, anyone listening, especially the mothers, call me. Girls from this area, we have girls from San Leandro, Berkeley, Oakland, Hayward. We have girls that come from this area.
Okay, well, I want to thank you guys so much. You did a wonderful job, and we're going to look forward to these wonderful conferences coming up. And
Thank
we
you.
hope that the parents will call and enroll their young ladies in your program.
Yes.
So without further ado, let's say goodbye to our watching audience.
Let's do it.
Goodbye, everybody,
Bye.
and thank you for watching.